Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have more Gold Division Scotch doubles from the 24th Western BCA 8-Ball Championships coming at you live from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in Lincoln City, Oregon. The Chinook Winds, big sponsor of this tournament, $23,000 added by them. Thank you very much, Chinook Winds. And our stream sponsors, cheapcues.com. Use coupon code Railbirds. Get 10% off on most cues, cases, and accessories. That does not apply to predator or poison products. Sorry about that. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. So we're going to be having Joe Stiner and Christine McGilvrey versus the team of Chad Spencer and Debbie Hollander-Haney. And show your support to all of our sponsors here. Best way to show your support, patronize the sponsors. Remember to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, then you won't get notified when we upload new videos or when we go live. And remember to share. Sharing is caring. I'm your host, Kevin Ross. Sherry's around. She'll be along shortly. Players are fetching score sheets, and I just need to adjust this camera here a little bit. Let's get the camera zoomed in like I had it before. There, that looks pretty good. And I can go over the rules real quick while they get the score sheet set up, get their cues put together. The rules we are playing by, we're playing by CSI Rules 8-Ball. It is alternate break, rack your own. It is always open after the break, no matter what is pocketed on the break. The 8 on the break is neither a win nor a loss. The 8 on the break will be, it's the choice to either spot the 8 or re-break. If you scratch and make the 8 on the break, then the other person has that option. This is a call, ball, and pocket game. So, no slop. And speaking of, 8 on the break, not a win or a loss, if you're shooting at the 8 and you scratch, that is not an automatic loss as long as the 8 is still on the table. That's just a ball in hand foul. However, if you do make the 8 on a foul, that will be an automatic loss of game, as well as making the 8 out of turn. All right, I heard the coin flip. It looks like we are just about ready to all right, everyone just getting their cues together here. All right, I think we are ready. All right, here we go. Chad Spencer at the table racking. You're too funny. They don't lag, unlike my internet. That's a good one. Maybe you got some dirt in the lines. Have you tried changing the filter? Chris Robbins, hello. And hello to your cats too. I'm sure they're watching. I'm sure they're watching with you. All right, here we go with the break. Chad Spencer. All right, looks like dry break. Joe Stiner to the table. Solids don't look too bad. Let's have a look at that LittmanLights.com overhead cam. Thanks, Mike Littman. Still loving that overhead cam. We put it into service last year and been loving it. All right, so electing to take stripes. Stripes aren't bad either. The 8-ball is a bit problematic if you take stripes. That 12 isn't too bad because a 10 gets you on the 12, but mostly that 8-ball is why I wouldn't like stripes, because kind of solids kind of own the 8-ball. Fortunately, you do have a 15 right there to break out the 8, or Christine could even try to break it out right here from this 14. It's got a little bit of angle. Try to bump that 8 out. Nope, just coming around. All right, well, Joe's either going to have to try to roll forward and bump this 12 or come to this side rail and back across. He's going option A, bumping the 12. That's a nice shot there. But unfortunately, they're going to be saving their breakout on the 8 for their last shot, which is always very worrisome. All right, that's going to bring the team of Spencer and Hollander-Haney to the table. All right, that's going to be Debbie. Debbie with the rainbow hair. I'll try to get a overhead view from the cam of her hair when she's over the table if I can. It really is rainbow colored. All right, nice shot, Debbie.
I'm going to come over and see how you're doing over here.
Hello, hello.
I have a request to see if to get a match put on this table for singles.
For singles already? We're already looking at singles matches?
Well, the guy's playing Damien first, and he wants to be on the stream.
All right, Chad just playing a safety here. Let's let him see the 15, but that 8 is still messed up and left distance on this ball. Like, that 8 is still messed up for stripes, but wide open for solids. Solids in a big advantage here, especially where that 15 ended up. 15 ended up on the bottom rail, essentially out of play. So they can shoot at their solids, make them, miss them. It don't really matter much because that 15 is tucked away in a safe spot.
So do you mind if I go over there and see if we can get it moved?
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Chad coming down for this 2 ball. That's perfect speed. Nice shot. Yeah, thank you, Balint, for confirming. Yes, it is indeed rainbow colored. Ooh, oh man, this is not ideal. Well, you can just kind of bank this 7 out toward, I mean, not the 7, bank the, that's the second time I've done that. Call the 1 ball the 7 ball. I have no idea why. Yeah, just kind of bank the 1, towards the middle of the table, let the cue ball roll forward to this side rail, so leave them hooked from their 15 by the 8 and 4. Get that 1 out and play out in the middle of the table, cue ball over on this side rail. Leave them hooked. That's exactly what she's doing. That 1 kind of takes up some valuable kicking real estate over there too. If Christine can't see this 15. Yeah, she could see the 15. Well, the good news is she's got the 15 out in the middle of the table, out into play. Should they get to the table again, at least it's out in play. The bad news is I don't think they're going to get to the table again this game. Chad gonna wait for next table. Nope, she's gonna let him shoot. shot. All right, game number 1 on the books to the team of Spencer and Hollander-Haney. 1-0 in this race to 4. Thank you guys for watching, for hanging out with us today, watching a little bit of pool. We got plenty more coming up over the next 7 more days. Sunday through Sunday. 8 full days of pool. Got Scotch doubles, singles, and teams. Teams are 4-person teams, I believe. Not 5-person. Yeah, 4-person.
And we make it happen.
Yeah, and Scotch doubles is has to be Jack and Jill. Singles is genderless. They got the men and the women all playing together, just broken into your appropriate division by Fargo rate. And the teams are the same way. And teams are 4-person teams or 5-person? They're 4-person, right?
They're genderless, right? Yes, will be 5-person. When they had the women's and the men's were 5 and the women were 4.
Okay, so we're doing 5-person teams. All righty then.
We will have Brookman Holmes and Damian Punk in the first round of the Elite Division on Tuesday.
All righty then.
Should be a good match.
That should be fun. Who'd you say Damien was playing?
Brookman Holmes.
Okay. Stephen Fair wants to know what round is this? How many more matches in Scotch doubles? How many more matches? Will probably be about a dozen more matches.
This
probably.
is round 4. Right.
Yep. This particular match is round 4 on the A side. So yeah, 4 rounds in on the A side.
And this one and the one on the bonus coverage. They're both round 4.
Round 4 on the A side. All righty. Good deal. That first game took 32 minutes
Oh my goodness.
on the other table. I had to check a couple different times, make sure that, is this still the first game? I didn't miss a game on the score, right?
Yeah, there's only one beat up there.
There is now, but before it wasn't. I was talking about when the score was 0-0. All right, it's going to bring Christine McGilvrey to the table. Okay, does that open up that 14? I think it does.
Yeah, looks like Joe may just have enough room to shoot this.
I think he does.
And so does Joe.
So 6 months ago or thereabouts, when we last saw Joe and Christine on the live stream, they were engaged. Did they get married yet?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I forgot to ask. Mike Littman wants to know who was winning when the score was 0-0. The house. The house always wins, especially if you're paying green fees. Nice shot there, Christine. Joe not looking too thrilled looking at this combination. So decided to take on this 12 instead. He says, here, you deal with that combination. All right, good effort. But unfortunately, that does leave the solids wide open. The 8 is open, and they have their choice of shots to start with. Chad's going to choose to start with his 3. All right, team of Stiner, McGilvrey. Gonna get another shot at this. Kojak in the subway. Oh no. Chad's going to start with the 2. That's probably where I would start too, so we're all in agreement there. Bad Balint. You never, ever, ever feed the trolls.
No, it keeps them coming back. I was just over there. Chris Rogers had this neat little invention for marking balls that are on top of the magic rack when you have multiple balls. And it's a little wedge, but it goes down like that so that you can slide it up to the ball without the base of it being on the magic rack or the template rack.
Well, there you go.
I think that's kind of neat. It's a good idea because everybody's going to these template racks.
Mm-hmm. All right, Debbie. Yeah, just shoot the 5. Let Chad shoot the 1 and get you on the 8. Whoa, cue ball. All right. All right, Chad's gonna have to come with a shot here. Oh no, maximum punishment.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm thinking we're starting with the 11 with ball in hand. What do you think?
Well, you know, okay.
Well, you could start with the 8, but I don't recommend that.
The tournament is looking for doubles team Hall and Mickens. Hall, Mickens.
No, I haven't heard. Tell me all about it.
Adam Hodgson, 64. Adam Hodgson, 64.
Get off the rail. Okay, get off the rail more than that. Gotta be specific.
Joe's a player. He's got this covered.
All right, big bounce. Big bounce.
Bigger than that. Bank it and just hold the cue ball right there so you don't leave him a shot on the 5. Pocket speed.
No, you cut it in. That 5 makes that a big pocket. But yeah, she could. She could bank it right where she's standing now.
And, you know, if you hit this too hard, that cue ball, comes off of the 8 ball, and
For the mini
I just
tournament
don't want her
on
to
table
scratch.
68, we need Andy Jellison and Jeff Hyde. Andy Jellison.
Oh, she's
Jeff
got to shoot it
Hyde,
with the bridge.
68.
Yeah, I like the bank here,
67
especially if you've got to shoot this with the bridge.
is Harold Baring Sr. and Shay Lanter. 67, Harold Baring, Shay Lanter. Table 60.
Yeah, if you're just rolling this in, yeah, she could possibly scratch in that corner.
Yeah.
Paul Randolph.
Yeah, you got to shoot this with some little bit of bottom right, I think. Looks like rolling this looks like a scratch to me if you just roll this. Well, she overcut it, so we won't know. All right, it's going to bring Debbie to the table.
Matt Andrews, table 73. Paul DeLuna, Matt Andrews, 73.
Don't freeze them on the rail. Man, these guys, they love
I
being
might
on
play
the rail.
this one rail first. As fast as these tables have been rolling, I would be afraid to just, he's able to cut it some.
Yeah, a little bit of a cut there. All right, 2-0 in this race to 4. The cameras are swinging. If the cameras are rocking, don't come a knocking. All righty. Chad with the break.
Yeah, I was, when I was warming up, I was going on the table that Chad was coming off of.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't recognize me at first. And I'm like, remember you played my husband? And I said, you know, you were wanting to know why he was in the loser's bracket. He goes, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he always remembers me. He always says hi to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as soon as I did, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Paul Nickens. Paul and Nickens to the tournament desk. Paul and Nickens.
All right, I'm thinking she's going to have to take stripes, whether she wants stripes or not.
Yeah. She doesn't really have anything else to shoot at, does she?
Fortunately, stripes aren't sitting too bad. I'd probably take stripes anyway.
The only problem is that that 14 does not go anywhere.
No, that 14 is frozen on that
But you
7.
can break it out with the 15. I'd try to get him on it right now to get that broken out. Just a little bit of angle.
Just make sure you leave some angle on it.
That's perfect.
That's good. That's a good angle for the 15 to break out that 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you can hit the 14 nice and full and just push it towards that other corner pocket, the cue ball will be right there for a shot on it.
Actually, I'd rather hit the 7 than the 14. That's a nice shot, and I think that's going to work out.
Yeah.
That 12 goes in the corner. I think she can see, was that the 9 hanging in the
9,
corner? I think
yep.
she can see the 9. But really, that 14, you still want to get that 14 out of there. 14 is kind of a problem ball. You want to get that 14 out of there.
Nice, Sandro.
Hey, Sandro. I've been sipping on scotch in your honor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice shot, Debbie. All right, so I think the way I like this, I think I'm trying to decide if I want to save the 14 for last or go 11, 14, 9, 8. I'm thinking I'm liking saving the 14 for last if you can get between that 8-4 window. leave yourself relatively straight on the 14, and then you can shoot the 8 in the side.
Yeah, it looks like Chad's left her angled to just come out to the center of the table here. You
Yeah.
actually need to go a little bit past it.
So I'm thinking I was trying to decide which way I wanted to go, and I think I like saving the 14 for last. As long as you can leave yourself relatively straight in on the 14,
Then you could shoot and stop into the side if you.
or even roll to the end
or-
rail and
yeah,
up.
Yep,
Yeah.
up in the corner, or depending on what angle they get here.
Hey, down in front.
Get up. She didn't hit the
Oh,
anywhere near
no,
hard enough.
that's not hard enough. Oh, no.
Well, and she caught it a little bit full too. She cut it to the into the right-hand side of the pocket there. No.
All right, kick it in 2 rails.
Yep.
2 rails out of that upper left corner. Ah,
He's looking. He's coming one rail out,
Yeah.
and maybe even come up underneath it and call it in that corner by where he's standing.
the corner where the 2 and the 3 are?
No, where he was just standing.
Oh, okay, okay. I think I like 2 rails out of that upper left corner, playing the 14 in that bottom right corner.
Oh, and John Vogue, table 53.
Oh, don't make the 8.
He's not.
Okay, and don't tie it up either.
He's not.
For all you folks that are in the money, I just got word that the payout office is open this evening if you are.
All right, ball in hand for Joe and Christine. Joe going to start with this 2 ball, which frees up the 3, of course.
If you don't make it, they will reopen tomorrow morning.
And really, you want to get to that 3 right away. You don't want to save the 3 for your last ball. You want to get rid of the 3 well before then. Because going from the 3 to the 8, not easy. Unless you get absolutely perfect on the 3. So I like go to the 4. Go to the 4 right now, and then the 3, and then come back for these other balls.
Looks like he's pretty straight on this. Or is he got? He's going to cut. Is Joe cutting the 7, or is he playing the 5?
He's shooting the 5. This can work if you get good on the 3 from here. We go the 7 to the 3 to the 6 to the 8. It's a little bit harder that way than 4 to the 3. So by saving the 3 this late, it can still work. It's a little bit harder, but it can still work. But you gotta go with the 3 here. You can't save the 3 for last.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that can go wrong for you if you get to the 3 last. Ooh, she's left this kind of funny for Joe.
Yeah.
He's going to slide off of it to the side rail and back out towards the center of the table for the 6. Nope, didn't have to. He could hold it. Looked like he had more angles than that.
Yeah, it's deceiving. I thought he had too much angle to do what he just did, but obviously we were wrong. That was a nice shot there, Joe. You just make the 6. He was going to go naturally right at the 8.
Oh, she crushed it.
Just roll up on the 8. Just play safe.
Thin to win.
No, just roll up on the 8. Play
Thin to
safe.
win.
Safe.
Oh, it came out. And again, can
Oh.
they see the edge of this?
I don't think he can see the edge, but he can definitely kick at it. Like, where do we call it? Call it in the upper left corner or that left side?
Well, you know what? They always go in the side, so call the corner.
I think I would call that left side. You could also try to kick it into that pocket that it's sitting in front of. You could try that also.
Sunning Red Thunder and Tony S., table 55.
It almost looks like they got the edge of it.
She might be able to see the edge, but even if you could, you're going to try to slice it in. All right, looks like she's kicking. I didn't see which pocket she called. Oh no,
She
ball in
touched it.
hand. She touched it. That's ball in hand. It moved. She touched it. All right, the team of Stiner and McGilvrey on the scoreboard, 2-1, race to 4.
Did you see how nicely they moved those beads over and still swaying like crazy? He just barely moved it.
Well, it looks like a Rube Goldberg contraption the way they got this light hung over here. It's not surprising. Yeah, that's a sway, and I gotta stop. All right, Joe with the break. All right, stripes. Start with that 11 and go into that 15. What is that? 15, 13. Loosen those up a little. Cue ball stays in that vicinity for either the 12 or the 10 next.
Yeah, there you go. That would be nice. This guy went undefeated in both events.
We need Tyler Shields and Diana Gorley, table 56.
She loosened them up but forgot to make the 11. Oh no. All right, still open. I'm thinking he wanted to roll forward a little bit more for that 5 next. I think he came up a bit short there. So Debbie's going to be forced to shoot it to 6. Well, she could shoot the 1 up in the corner. The 1 does go, but being that close, probably not comfortable shooting the ball that close. All right. Pretty sure that was a good hit. I'm pretty sure that 6 hit the rail after she hit it. She actually went rail first, but then the 6, I believe, hit the rail. I think that was a good hit.
All right, I got enough tables to fill up another couple minis. I need 3 more for 500 and up. I need 5 more for 499 and below.
Well, Steven, he's allowed to because they're engaged. All right. Well, you have a good night, Chef. Thanks for stopping by.
Good night, Chef.
All right. Kicking at the 11. Oh, nice hit. Good effort. Man, unfortunately, all those stripes are all bunched up over there. Yeah, 5 stripes all bunched up there, and 6 solids are scattered all over the table. All right. Chad getting a little carried away there.
Doesn't know his own strength or something.
Apparently. Call him Bam Bam. Nice shot, Debbie. All right, how are we dealing with this 5 ball? I mean, we shoot the 7 and then the 2. Try to leave yourself angle on the 2 to come down between that 8-5. Shoot the 5 in the side, 1 in the corner. Is that the pattern we're thinking? I think that's the pattern Chad's thinking.
Yeah. About the only way to get there, isn't it?
That's what I've come up with. Let's see if I think that's
You
what they've
shoot,
come up with.
shoot the 2, roll up in there and get the 5 now, and the
Yep.
1 and then the 8.
Yep. So it looks like we're all in agreement here. We're all synchronized. Just a hair less angle on this 2 would have been better. It would have been a better line to get to the 5. Here it looks to me like the cue ball's going more towards the 1 than towards the 10. Possibly even brushing the 8, but actually I don't think it's going to hit the 8 unless. Well, is she drawing this? Looks like she's shooting this with draw. She was shooting it with draw. Get there. Get there. Get there. I think it got there. I think it got there. If it did, that's a heck of a shot. Oh man, if he can shoot that 5 in the side or even in the corner if he has to. Just draw back a little for the 1. This might work. Gonna go to the 1 first and then the 5. All right.
Yeah, just drew back and now,
And here, just roll it in.
yeah.
Except you're making her make the tough shot on the 5. So I guess he has confidence. So I know you can handle this. Yeah, she's looking at the corner. I don't like the way that cue ball is going to be coming off the 13, shooting this to the corner. I don't like my chances of getting a good shot on the 8 by going to the corner. I think you just roll it into the side. That was an excellent effort, and actually that was a pretty reasonable shot on the 8 next. All right, 3-ball combination, not a problem.
I would like the winner of Johnny Gill and Kevin Perro to the
Let's roll this 11 in, bring cue ball back to around where it is now. Would be perfect.
Yeah, it would be. And Joe could just draw it back a little bit for the 8 in the same corner she's shooting the 11 in. Trying to find out what we have at 9 o'clock. Or what we were supposed to have at 9 o'clock.
9 p.m.
Mm-hmm. I have not found anything over here for 9 p.m.
Guess maybe they moved it away because we're already behind. It's possible they moved it away because it's already 9:30. Okay, more than possible, probable.
Yeah.
All right, Christine and Joe tying it up. 2 apiece, race to 4. All right, nice break. Okay, 1 day ago.
Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna cut the 4 in and come on the get on the 2. Just hung it up in the corner there. Be a little tricky with those bridges sometimes when you can't get comfortable with it. Open table, and Joe decided to play the combination there. Let's see what Christine's gonna do. Shoot the 5 probably. Come back up for the 3 or the 6. Just make the ball and let Joe pick what he wants next.
Yeah, that 7. Yeah, you'd like to play that 7-2 combo, but yeah, Christine came up maybe a little bit far for that. So, were you saying use the 6 to break it down? Is that what you said?
Huh?
So, were you saying using the 6 to break it out? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? So, yeah, that's probably going to be the plan here.
I think he might have been trying to come at it right there some and just didn't.
Well, I thought he was
Didn't
just
get there.
going to. I thought he was just going to roll it in the side and then use the 6 to break out that 7. Surprised me there.
No, well, and now Christine may have to shoot the 2 to try to get him something on. Does the 7 come up table
I mean, the 7.
where the 2 is?
I mean, the 7 go. I'm pretty sure the 7. He could, he could play the 7-2 combo if he could get there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe it's frozen. Maybe it doesn't go. In which case, that makes me even more surprised that he didn't just roll the 3 in the side, roll forward a little for the, and then cut the 6 in the other side and run into it. But he's at the table. He saw something different.
Yeah.
Did it just get louder in here all of a sudden?
Yeah.
And I don't mean it's because Bonnie's talking. Maybe it is because Bonnie's talking. Maybe everyone started trying to talk louder to talk over Bonnie.
It's possible.
I know, I just started talking louder to talk over Bonnie.
Yeah, but she has to be that loud so that everybody can hear over all the noise in here.
And people trying to talk over her. So yeah, I'm thinking that 7 does not have a pocket. If that 7 is frozen to that 14, you can't even play the 7-2 combination, assuming the 6 wasn't there, which it wasn't a minute ago.
And Potep. We go to the jam-up booth, please. And Potep. To the jam-up booth,
Okay. Daniel, don't know if the 7 isn't frozen to the side of that 14, then yeah, it can go up table. But if it is, then no, I don't think that. I don't think they can shoot it in this lower left-hand corner or only the right-hand corner if it goes anywhere. Could possibly bank it, maybe. But it really does look like it has to be broken out. And I think if I'm Chad here, I'm just coming off the edge of my ball, trying to pocket that 2 ball, opening my stuff up.
Low and low.
We're using the 8 as a blocker, and that's a nice shot. That'll be Joe's shot now. I think he's going to come to he may come with his regular cue, but he could. I think he doesn't want to jump it because if he jumps at the 6, it would definitely dislodge that 7-14. I don't think that was a good hit. He kicked. I wasn't up there, but it didn't look good to me from what I saw. We'll see what happens here. But everything is open now. Not taking ball in hand, so he must think it was must have been a good hit. Yeah, I thought it was a foul as well there, John. But I'm not up at the table. I'm looking at it on a small screen, but it appeared to be a foul to me. But the other team is not taking ball in hand. And I know Chad's good enough of a player to recognize a pretty, obvious foul. Going for another safe, and got that 15 up on that 6 ball now. See if Christine can see the edge of the 7 ball. It doesn't look like she can. She's now looking to see if she can see the 6. I definitely don't think she can see it into that side pocket there. She would have to attempt to bank it. Chad's walking over to look at it to figure out whether or not he wants a ref on the shot.
Tournament desk is looking for Marquez to the tournament desk for table reassignment.
I thought that ball was gone. I can't believe it didn't fall.
Oh, it was Stephen being Stephen again in the chat room.
Yeah.
Behave yourself, Stephen.
Yep, you were doing so good. No negativity, guys, in my chat room.
All right.
First time's a warning with your message being deleted. Most times, next time, you either get a timeout or you get booted.
Oh, that's Stephen being, he is being good. That's good for him. Daniel, yes, all of the players in this tournament have a Fargo rate.
They may not all have an established Fargo rate. And,
It may just be a starter rating, but yes,
yeah.
everyone has one.
What the Western BCA has done is allowed anybody with established ratings before you had to play with somebody that played in your same charter or chat, whatever you want to call it, your own league, like the Players Club or Rose City or whatever. Because of the introduction of Fargo, they are now allowing for players to play with anybody from Western BCA as long as they have an established Fargo rating.
All right. Oh, no.
Yeah, and the timeout is an eternity. It's 300 seconds. An eternity.
Stephen has to bite his tongue for 300 seconds? Oh, man. A little straight on this 7. May have to just shoot the stop shot and leave the long shot for your partner.
Yeah, he's a player. Joe's Fargo's 600 and something?
I don't remember.
Oh, wait,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no, that was Summerfield's. Joe is a 583.
That's still pretty respectable.
Yeah.
Whoa. That doesn't mean you have to test them out,
She's going to
Christine.
say, I better earn that Fargo, baby.
It's like, all right, come on, impress me. It's like, come on, show off for me.
Oh, in the jaws.
Oh, man.
All right. Do work, as Raw Hannah would say.
As Raw Hannah says, do work. In all caps. Of course, everything he types is in all caps.
Mm-hmm.
I think he super glued his caps lock on, I think.
No, he's responded to me a couple of times without it.
Oh, and then did he retract that and then type it again in all caps?
I'm like, Raw, you don't have to yell at me.
But that's his personality. He's always yelling.
Okay. Well,
This is
should
okay.
making Chad work.
The line is good. The line he has on the 9 is good. If he was just like 2 feet closer, it'd be a lot easier. But it's the same line, just follow to the end rail and then back down table to the right-hand side of this 11.
Nice, healthy dose of follow.
Yeah, a lot of follow, maybe just a smidge of right, but you really don't need any right.
Oh, he overhit it. He didn't need to be that far down there. And
He's giving it to him.
that game. Puts him on the hill.
Yep.
Evans, Mouser, and Chris Rodriguez, table 57. Johnny Hill, Darcy Mason, table 78. Paul Randolph, Chris Nadeo, table 73. Luke Johnson, Michael McGilvrey, table 77.
So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Watching some pool on your Sunday afternoon, if you're watching this live. And if you're watching the recordings later after the fact, well, thanks for watching too.
Not y'all. It's just me and Kevin sitting here talking to each other. And we live together, so we get to do that plenty.
Don't forget to subscribe. Whoa, got a little carried away there with that cue ball. Said, don't be telling me to subscribe.
And ring the bell, too. That's right, I said it. So, I guess Christine must have given Joe a kiss, and he said, that kiss must have excited me.
All right, you two. Save it for the after party.
Uh-huh. Yep, and ball in hand, and Chad is going to start with this 9 ball.
Yeah, that if you're taking stripes, obviously that 13's a problem, so he's going to want to deal with that sooner rather than later.
They're
He's
trying to
going
come
after
in
it
there
right
right now.
now. Oh, don't tie him up. All right, well, he's going to take a secondary breakout attempt.
John Jimenez and Richard Sabrays, table 61. Richard and John, 61.
Yeah, I think I like what she's thinking here. Cut this in and just run into that that 13-14. Like that. Nice shot. I think that 10. He's got a shot on the 10, and all right. I think that's going to work. Nice shot, Debbie.
I love her hair.
Yeah, her rainbow,
rainbow
hair. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
She actually reminds me some of the way it's the look in the hair too of Robin Parker.
All right, that 2-7 does not look dead, but you got a nice breakout here on the 1. You can go right into him from the 1 right now to open up that 2-7. Just in the way.
We should find out if we have anything else after this because of the time.
All right.
Yeah, no, I cut my hair short, Stephen, but that's just not my thing. Not that short, and I couldn't pull off all the colors. It's just not me. I like it, but I couldn't do it. Hello? Hello, hello? Okay. Something was going wonky there for a second. No, sorry about that, guys. The power cord was a little bit loose on my sound mixer and was cutting in and out for a second there. Fine. Okay, and Kevin has gone to check to see if we are going to have another match tonight. The final round for tonight was scheduled at 10:30, but being that we're running behind, we may or may not have one. Christine with her shot here on the 7. Just cut it in and let the cue ball run back over to about where her hand is right now. I believe Joe is shot on the 2. No, that's pretty perfect. He can get anywhere he wants on the table from here, whatever ball he wants to get her on. The 1 ball's got to be taken care of. And it looks like he's spinning this with some inside to get her on that now. Oh, all right. Something weird is going on here. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Am I coming through okay? Okay, I'm gonna have to have Kevin move these wires around. Something is not happy with the way the wires are just all together here on this table. Yes, Sandro, that is Ernie on the next table.
Danny W.
All right.
Table 54, mini tournament.
And that is your match. Stiner and McGilvrey advance on the A side. Spencer and Hollander-Haney are still alive. Got 1 life left. They'll be working their way back through the B side. Thank you all for tuning in. Be back in just a little bit to let you know if we have another match. Stay tuned.